excited because they know who I'm about to interview. But first, as always, this is the Dan Quarters Show. South Africa is a movie. Now, I'm very excited. G20 this weekend was an absolutely massive, massive moment. The entire eyes of all the world and all the biggest world leaders from the biggest, most powerful countries were here in Johannesburg. And for that, we've got a very, very special interview to bring you from somebody who was on the front lines of all the behind-the-scenes nonsense that took place at the G20 this weekend. But what?
No, wait. Okay, sorry. Hello, everybody.
Whoa.
Hello, sorry. Yes, hi. Hi.
Chester Missing, what are you doing
Dan,
here?
I don't know how to say this to you.
I didn't invite you.
I know, I snuck in. It's eNCA. Puppets are welcome, literally. they call them puppets, but at eNCA they're called journalists. Dan, I've been watching you,
Yes,
and you're like John Steenhuisen's credit card.
What do you mean?
You're struggling.
Oh.
And eventually you're going to be taken away. And I just thought you need to know. I don't know if it's all the money and the power, but you lost some of your edge. You need to get your beanie energy back, man.
What
you're
do you
giving
mean?
off. Well, you used to be Truworth's energy, and now you're more Fabiani energy. I want some edge, Dan. I want you to take these bastard politicians down.
So
I don't
wait.
want the suck-up bullshit. I want some real.
Oh, I see.
Let's go in, Dan.
Are you saying that I've gone soft in my interviewing?
I don't want to say it too hard, but yes, I'm saying your interview style needs some Viagra. You need to harden up, Dan.
Okay, well, I do have a big interview coming up now. If you'd like to help me, if you're saying that you can help me become the more
Definitely.
honest version of myself,
Definitely.
how do you guys feel about that? Is that a good idea? Should we get Chester to do that? Okay.
That was do it again.
Yeah!
Right, let's go, Dan. We're going to make this
Chester,
politician cry.
you-
He's going to leave you in tears. There's going to be they're going to nationalize eNCA by the time we're done. I love you, Dan.
All right, let's
go.
welcome the real interview guest of this. Make some noise for the spokesperson for the Minister of International Relations after a big G20 weekend. Chrispin Phiri is here, everybody. Crispin, sorry, I do feel like I now lured you here under false pretenses. I didn't know you would be here.
2 against 1 and the crowd. Let's see how that
I
goes.
didn't know he would be here, but apparently he's going to help me. But he's going
I'm definitely going to help. Look at him. His name's Chrispin. He sounds like he's made by Simba.
No, man, stop it. He's going to be my honesty translator. So I'm going to ask you a question that I genuinely feel, and then if he feels I'm not being honest, we can go. Okay. So, Crispin, you obviously had an amazing weekend. It was a dramatic and yet successful G20, even as the United States tried to prevent a final declaration. But ultimately, don't you think it was maybe better that only kind of like supportive, committed countries were there, right?
Is that the question? Is that the whole question?
It would have got like complicated
God,
if like the US had been there, don't you think?
Oh, God, is that the best? No, shut up. Sorry, man. We've got to deal with this. No,
right.
sorry, Chrispin.
All right,
no, wait.
Mr. Puppet.
I'm sorry. We've got to ask hard. No,
What's
listen,
wrong?
Dan. Shush, shush, shush. What he's trying to ask you is if you're glad those racist, selfish, fake white genocide bastards from America didn't arrive, or would you have actually, so that you would have had some work to do?
Crispin, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like that. Please just answer my question. My question.
Well, Chester and Dan, the Americans are part of the G20 and they had been participating at some level throughout the year, and some parts they were not participating. But at the end of the day, the G20 has prevailed. It's not just about one country, and I think that's what we saw this weekend. We are all equal countries in the G20, and each membership is afforded equal status, and that's what we saw. So whether they would have come or not, at the end of the day, the G20 as a collective would have prevailed, and that's what we saw.
Now, you see, Chester,
Oh, my God,
that was
I
my
can't
question.
believe
That was
this.
my question. That was a
Oh,
good
my
question.
God,
We got
I
a good
can't
answer.
believe
We
you're
got a good
falling
answer from
for
the
this.
question. No,
He's
he
so
said it.
smooth.
No,
If he was
said it.
any more
Okay,
smooth,
let me try.
Gillette would sell him as a product.
Okay, let me try again. What can you tell us about the last-minute attempt, Crispin, from the USA to actually get back into the processes, right? Because they tried to send one of their junior diplomats to go and accept the declaration from Ramaphosa.
Well, no.
No, wait, no, I'm sorry, was
Chester.
that the best you got? No,
Chester.
Crispin, just wait, okay, be honest. It was Ramaphosa versus Trump. It was Nazi versus Cupcake. And we need to understand. As South Africans, did Ronald Lamola throw his phone against the wall and say,
No.
your ma's a Nazi,
No, that's not what I said.
your
That's not what I
uncle's
said.
a donut?
That's not what I said.
I don't think they have Nazis in America, by the way. But we're happy to export some, and if they want to tell us where they
Isn't
wanna
that
get Nazis-
literally your entire job?
Let him
God,
talk.
exporting
I invited him
Nazis,
here.
though.
You're
Oh, no, I
embarrassing me.
don't care. I don't get paid.
What had happened was we received a note from the American embassy stating that the American government would like to form part of the closing ceremony at the handover and be part of the handover ceremony. And they then detailed who would be coming. And we, as President Ramaphosa had said, we would look into this. And when we looked into it, we realized that, well, you want to send a deputy ambassador. In diplomatic terms, Chester is called a chargé d'affaires.
Yeah,
Oh, what?
Chargé d'affaires.
Oh, yeah. That's turning me on.
And
Touch me on my chargé d'affaires.
Chester, you have
Sounds like something Malusi Gigaba would WhatsApp you.
Chester, you have about as much credibility as you have hair. Please let this person talk.
I don't give a f. I live in a suitcase.
Okay, so they tried to send the junior diplomat, the chargé d'affaires.
yeah, and we really looked at this and we thought it's not appropriate to have someone of that level where there are heads of state. So there are many other countries who have sent their heads of state to this gathering. And the American embassy wants to send this individual or the American government. And we thought, no, it's not appropriate. And like we now is a famous saying, we'll meet you on Monday at Turco. And we are attending to those logistics, and we hope that the American embassy will be able to come. And there are some technical things that we do have to hand over to them. We also have some tips to share about our G20 presidency with the Americans, and we really look forward to sharing those tips.
Are you going to make them stand in line with everybody else?
Well, there is a process of entering
got
the
good
embassy.
questions.
So
Oh, I got a good question. Thank you, Chester.
there is a process of entering the embassy for everybody else. So yes, it's part of the
Do
process.
they have to bring a bank statement in 3 months?
No, at least they have an appointment. So
Oh, I
What if
see.
the American chargé
shush.
d'affaires is Afriforum?
No, Chester, you're my chargé d'affaires. I'm the senior here. You're the chargé d'affaires.
You've got to stick your hand in first for that.
I'm very happy to do so. Don't tempt me. What happened that suddenly a whole part of our city got a facelift and we looked so good? I've never seen this city before.
well,
No,
events
hang
like
on, no,
these,
Jesus Christ.
No.
You're so soft, man.
I'm
if you
not
were any
soft.
more soft, you would be me. Listen, man. What he's trying to say, Crispy Chips, is it why the hell did it take the G20 for you bastards to do
No,
something
not
in government?
you bastards.
If Deep Sluit wanted,
not
if
you
Deep
bastards.
Sluit, shut up. If Deep Sluit wants running water and housing, must they get Dada Morero to
He
find
doesn't work for the city of Johannesburg. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Shut up and
he
listen.
works in government. It's the same group of people. Dada sounds like he
Crispin,
works
I'm
for the
so
DA.
sorry. Crispin,
You
I'm
understand
so
that?
sorry.
Dada
No, it's
sounds
not
like
good.
he works for the DA. His name is Dada. It's literally DA twice.
Crispin, how did we make Joburg look this cute?
well, actually, Chester, it's important to
Yo,
note
now
that
he's
events like this,
Chester, not me.
and you,
Whose
Dan,
show is this? It's my show. Talk to me.
all puppets deserve answers.
Says a fellow puppet.
So it's important to note that events like this can be catalysts for good service delivery, and it must be sustained. And I had a conversation also with the mayor over the weekend, and he's really reassured, even me as a citizen of Johannesburg,
Oh, do
that
you feel-
this will be sustained for a
Do
very
you
long
feel
time
reassured?
to come.
You got
Because
lied to.
there
Oh,
are
God.
many,
Oh,
many,
naivety.
I do feel reassured, but
oh, the naivety. Oh, my God. You're
it's so
so
that
naive. Sorry, Crispin. That is
all,
so naive.
all the
He's lying.
resources that have been required to make the city what it is have been pumped into the city, and we must sustain it. But we also must sustain it as a collective. So let's continue holding the city accountable for the type of services that we want.
But do you call him Dololo Morero behind closed doors?
No, I don't call
Oh.
it Dololo Morelo.
Lies. Oh, you lies. We
Oh, was
all
that
call it
better,
Dololo.
Chester?
That's
Was that
great.
better? Okay,
That's
next.
nailing it. That's some of the edge I was hoping for.
Okay,
My
so
God.
Crispin, I'd like to ask you, was it strange to see organizations like Operation Tadula, the MK Party, and Solidarity try to undermine the G20 with banners and protests and police clashes? That was a bit weird.
The kabega are you assholes doing? Can we please put a message that we don't need idiots to undermine South Africa, because the ANC is
man.
perfectly capable of undermining South Africa on its own.
Well, look, it's not uncommon to have protests at major events like this. And if you've seen at the UN, right outside the UN, where major world leaders would be going in for any type of meeting, you have any type of protest at any given point in time. So people do use these international platforms to raise their concerns. But these concerns, of course, we always say can be addressed internally. And as for both Operation Tutula and Solidarity, some of the concerns, really, the legitimacy of them really speak for themselves. They are not legitimate. We do have concerns around foreign nationals who are not documented, but we must be able to address that as a state, and we are doing so. You'd have seen Home Affairs are trying their best to ensure that their systems are functioning at the highest level. As for Solidarity, I think Chester can give them a response. Even Dan, your famous response, hold on, brother. Settle down, brother.
Okay, and
that's
final
a
question
legendary
for you, Crispin. What are your hopes now for next year's G20 in Florida, the United States? Do you even think we're going to be invited?
We are a
Oh
full
no!
member of the
Oh my
G20.
God! I can't. No, wait, Chrispin. Come on, man.
What?
You were doing so well with your Dololo Madeira.
That was a good question.
No, it's not. Listen, what he's trying to ask you, Chrispin, is do you think Ramaphosa should step down because of Phala Phala?
No, I did not say that.
That's what he's saying.
I didn't say that.
I'm paraphrasing. That's what he said.
Nothing like what I just said. No. That's enough. No more Chester missing. No more Chester missing. I'll insinuate you.
Oh yeah, who's your daddy? No, you'll change affairs me. What's the name?
Changer d'affaires.
Changer d'affaires.
Okay, be quiet. Listen.
Settle down, brother.
Yeah. Or some white on white violence.
Oh yeah, we've seen a lot of that.
We have, haven't we?
The question was, will we be going to Miami? We are a full member of the G20, and it's not an invitation basis. So wherever the G20 is, South Africa's there. You can't avoid it.
I think Chrispin might need an honesty translator also, Chester. The man is speaking so beautifully and so smoothly.
He does. He's so smooth. You can see that's how they get into being spokespeople for ministers. They cover themselves in Vaseline.
Okay, enough.
Oh, yeah.
Missing and Chrispin
Stick a hand in,
everyone.
Ronald.
Be quiet. Clap in for the Enough. Down. Oh, Chrispin, go away. Crispin, I'm so sorry. I hope you one day come back. We're going to take a quick break. On the way, our final big interview, hopefully without Chester missing, is going to be with none other than your eNCA's Pulele Tweety Jones, one of the superstar reporters of the Madlanga Commission. You're on the Dan Quarter Show. See you now. I'm so sorry.